shouldn't eat jollof rice and give your megad gari and kuli. It's wrong in Islam. You must give them what rice. That is why, if you want to give your zakat al-fitr, your zakat al-fitr must portray exactly what you consume. If I consume rice and I don't drink gari, I am not supposed to give gari as my zakat al-fitr. It must be what? Rice. See equality in Islam. So why are our people, our traders, our marketers hiking the prices of essential commodities? Yet the blame is levied against the government.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تأكلوا الربا أضعافا مضاعفة واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون.
Allah loves His servants, whether believers or non-believers or unbelievers. Allah loves us too. He loves every single creature. But the love then graduates to the believers who follow His ordained. What am I saying in essence here is that Allah does not just punish people. He will bring a lot of warnings and warners. That remains one of the purposes why Allah sent prophets and messengers for an atrocity. Allah will not just stand up and punish. There must have been series of warnings. Example, Pharaoh. Did Allah just get up one day and began to punish Pharaoh? No. Series of warnings for years. Shaitan was warned. Up to today, Allah has not punished him. The punishment will be in the hereafter. So here Allah is giving the warning. يا أيها الذين آمنوا
لا تأكلوا الربا أضعافا مضاعفة واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون.
Oh, you who believe, لا تأكلوا الربا. Do not engage in usury. Don't engage in it. Why? Because those who engage in it and they are engraved into it at the end, it will bring them destructions. So Allah wants. You can see the one of them. So much that you are used to it that you cannot trade. You cannot engage in any economic trading except you involve usury. Allah says, desist from it. Wattaqullah. Fear Allah. So that you can be prosperous. Remember here, Allah says, Wattaqullah. Fear Allah. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. So that you can be counted among the prosperous ones. Here, for those who have engaged in usury in the past, Allah is so much ready to do what? To forgive them. What is the condition? You must have regretted your action. You must have promised Him never doing it again, and you must never be persecuted. Now, you can see Allah ended this verse by saying, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Then it starts again. وَاتَّقُوا
النَّارَ الَّتِي أُعِدَّتْ لِلْكَافِرِينَ وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ.
Then he follows that last verse with again taqu. But here he did not say wattaqullah, but rather he said
wattaqun-nara.
Fear that hellfire. When we say hellfire, it has no comparison. Let's go this way. We must have one time or the other in our life seen someone who got burnt in an infamy, in a serious burning fire. Have we not? Perhaps the fire destroyed the person's face, or those people's faces, or hands, or chest, or back, or the whole body. Are they as normal as you? No. Some could not even eat again. That is the aftermath of that incident. They have to be fed. and they will not be able to open their mouth widely as we do, then they cannot rush their foods as we do. They have to be fed and masticate for a long time and swallow that ball first after it must have been well masticated. This fire we are saying is not the fire that is a similitude to the petrol we use, or kerosene, or gas. وقودها الناس والحجارة
عليها ملائكة غلاظ شداد لا يعصون الله أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون.
If you want to cook your food, you can use gas. If you have the means. If you don't have the means, you use what? Kerosene. If you don't have the means, what do you use? You use charcoal. Pack up some nylons. You start your fire. And at the end of the cooking exercise, what do? You go and get some water to quench it. Or if it's an inferno, by the time you invite the fire service to come and do their service that is needed based on the service required, by the time they bring about 3 or 4 tankers, perhaps the fire will quench. Because the origin of that fire is weak. The fire of Allah that is saying here, fear that fire. Which fire? The fire that have been ignited. The fire that has been ignited with people and what? Stones. Let's assume we know that stone. If you know Zumaro, along Sulejako, if Allah should use such a kind of rock to start a fire, do you think anyone can quench that fire?
واتقوا النار التي أعدت للكافرين وأطيعوا الله والرسول لعلكم ترحمون.
Because Allah does not want us to be inmates of hellfire. He is saying here, واتقوا النار, fear fire, let your that fire I am telling you about, originally it ought to have been meant for past participant, ought to have been meant for those who disbelieve in me. So it means you are a real Muslim. There's no condition that's supposed to take you into hell fire, because there are a lot of uncountable avenues that you will use to emancipate you from being image of hellfire and transferring you to the image of Jannah, paradise.
وأطيعوا الله والرسول.
Fear Allah. Follow Allah. Follow Allah and His instructions. لعلكم ترحمون. If you do that, you'll be blessed. If you do that, Allah's mercies will descend on you. Allah says again,
الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا فمن جاءه موعظة من ربه فانتهى فله ما سلف وأمره إلى الله ومن يعد فأولئك أصحاب النار فيها خالدون.
الذين يأكلون الربا. Allah says those who engage, those who are engrossed in consumption of riba,
لا يقومون
on the day of resurrection, when Allah will command the angel to blow his trumpet, and that trumpet will sound, Kumu. What is it of Kumu? Remember, it's a plural. That is the command from Allah that all of you should resurrect. Rise up. So those who pray 5 times a day, those who did not engage in atrocities, those whom Allah has forgiven, they will stand up once. Once. No delay. Because the delay they say is dangerous. But for those who have been engaging in riba,
لا يقومون
they wouldn't be able to rise up.
إلا كما يتخبط الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس.
Allah is now giving an example of how they will stand up. How will they stand up? This is the sample. If you have observed your tahajjud like 3:30, 4:30, and the subuhi prayer of that day is like 4:45, and you say, let me sleep a little, let me relax a little in preparation for subuhi prayer. If you have noticed it once or twice or many times in your lives, you discover that that is the time some natural air will be blowing onto your palms, then onto your head, especially if you blow your head towards the window. Then you begin to snore and begin to dream of paradise. And you know when you're dreaming of paradise, you don't want to stand up. It's only when you dream of hellfire. Who is walking at that point? It's Shaitan. That is the time you enjoy your sleep. You will not wake up until when Imam says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.